Hello. Welcome to Desert Ox Farms. How's it going there, JH? I see you landed on a little thick. We're back here on Hutan Pantai. We've got a couple little chores we need to take care of. Yeah, go dogs. Got a couple little chores to take care of. I've been busting out some contracts, trying to make some extra money because we're going to expand the farm. I believe we're going to get us a spinach field going. So that's going to be awesome. Go dogs. But before we can get to that, we've got to, like I said, we got to do a few little housekeeping things. Got to get some chores done. We're going to take some of these rye saplings and go ahead and just get them loaded up. I don't think we're going to sell them right away, and we're just going to kind of store them up a little. But we'll get this knocked out real quick. This won't take very long. Then we have just a few contracts to take care of. That'll give us a little extra money for some operating costs, that sort of thing. And we'll be able to get to our new field, get that bought. And this thing turns really great. But because it turns really great, it makes it a little tricky to get it lined up just right. Feeling a little congested tonight, but it's gonna be all right. Got a little vitamin C. Took that just to try to make sure we ain't trying to come down with anything. Yeah, we had some fertilizer issues on our rice fields. They weren't quite fertilized like they needed to be, and some of them were kind of spotty with their fertilization. So while I was doing a couple of the contracts, I picked up a fertilizer spreader, and I changed the tires on our white, put some narrows on there so that we could go out and fertilize our rice fields. Now we've got them up to 100%. We're going to have to get us a mulcher, and I believe that won't be a problem either. After we get some of these contracts knocked out, that's something that we'll be able to do. We'll be able to get us a mulcher, and once we harvest that rice field, we'll mulch that, and we'll be able to get that yield back up to 100%. 90% is not terrible, but 90% is not good either. Let's see if this will stack. I hope it'll stack. Try it on the backside. No, let's don't fit on the backside. Yeah, buddy. Might better strap that down. Bad things will happen if we don't. How's it going, Audrey? But yeah, we're getting some mulcher, and we'll get some of this, taken care of. Some of these crops. So if we're going to plant that spinach, we're going to need to be able to mulch that field before we plant. Good? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Hope you're having a good weekend. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it as I can, because I got today and today only. Then the weekend is over, and it's back to work. there. Well, it's not quite far enough when I backed up. This thing is agile. It'll make you dizzy. It's just spinning around so fast. Oh, did you? Were you doing the hardwoods or are you doing the pines? I think that'll be good like that. We'll just sit this right here. I actually really enjoyed logging on the game. I know a lot of people don't really care for it. Pine, yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Were you trying out the new Frontiers map? Yeah. How's it going, JC? Fold that up. We'll just spin it around, get it ready. I don't think we're going to go anywhere with it right this second. We may throw a few more in here. We've got a whole growing season to have those rice saplings replaced. So I was looking at the time-saving stock check. And it said rice saplings got a really good price. The problem is you don't really have a lot on a pallet. Well, yeah, I did. I actually, I haven't filmed any of it, but I was doing it on that new Frontiers just because there's a few more pines on there. I've done some of the transport contracts on here, but as far as logging on Hutan, I haven't really done any. Let's see, we got some vehicles over here at the shop because we're going to do some contracts. Actually, we're not going to do these contracts. We're going to let the helpers do the contracts so we can knock some of this stuff out as fast as possible and make as much money as possible, because we're going to buy a field really close to the farm there, and we're going to plant it with spinach. We have let's see, where's the spinach? We've got this month and next month to try to get it planted. I know you can harvest spinach twice in 1 year, but I'm not sure if we plant in April if we're going to be able to harvest it twice, so we'll find out. If not, we'll just have to make sure we get it in the ground by March next time. But as far as fields, we're going to purchase this field that is full of red beets. It has, I don't know if they're growing just yet. It says they're growing, but that could be just, you know, could be, it's hard to tell sometimes whenever it's first planted. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But I think it is, but I think what we're going to do is cultivate that under and replant it with spinach. But first, we're going to get some of these contracts knocked out. That way we can have the stuff we need for that. Yeah, we got it. Look how far away we are. And it's wanting to fill it from here. Wow. That's pretty awesome. And now got to get almost next to it to get it. What's up, Nathaniel? How's it going? Okay, we got to fertilize field 14. Field 14 is down this way. Take us a little drive over that way. pretty sure we won't be going for 4 hours tonight. I've had very little time to get anything done as far as editing any of the videos or anything over the week, so I'm gonna have to you know, try to stick to the 2 hours, and then get to editing some videos. Oh yeah, got some mowing going on. Good deal. You got any animals yet? I usually like to go to, to raise cows, that sort of thing. But I haven't even tried messing with any of the animals on 25 at all. I'd really like to get into the buffalo. Try to do some mozzarella, that sort of thing. Unfortunately, the dairy on Hutan Pantai is just a sell point. It's not a production that you can actually purchase. So I had to build our own, which is fine. We've had to find us a plot of land. I think that field 22 over there is probably one of the best places. It's kind of around everything else as far as your productions and stuff go. This fog, man, is some kind of thick. I was driving through town on here earlier and had all this fog, and I was kind of trying to rush around and make as much money as I could, as fast as I could. And a pedestrian was walking across the road. Holy cow, it scared the mess out of me. I jumped, I slammed on the brakes, I almost ran off the road. Oh, good deal. The manure extensions are working. That's awesome. That is awesome. Field number 2. This is it right here. We'll get them to work on this. And then we can see about buying our field. There they go. Okay, so we want to buy this field. It's 113,000. We got that. But we want to put spinach in that field. So we got to come back over here and find us a tractor. Just make sure it's not messing with you. Let's see, what did we do with... Oh, we parked it up front, didn't we? Let's grab the Massey. Need something with a little oomph. I think this is the only one that can pull this subsoiler we got over here. We're gonna have to rip this ground up so we can replant. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was real bad. Let's see, we should have a little weight right over here. Help hold the front of this thing down, because this is pretty heavy. Bounces all over the place. Okay, where's our weight? We have a weight. Or we had a weight. Thought I had it dropped right here. Let me check the vehicles. Oh, wrong menu. I really don't care for the listing like this. I know I've said this like a million times, but it's definitely my least favorite way to go through your items. Yeah, view on map. Oh, it's right in front of me. It's on the back of the John Deere. Yeah. Okay. Let's swing it around like that. Drop it. Pull back out of the way. That'll work. Oh, cherry blossom trees. It's not a real big weight, but it'll help. Now let's head down here and let's rip this field. Oh my goodness. And we didn't hit a thing. Holy cow. Woo! Some expert driving there. That was close. We got one contract finished. That's good. Now this is our first field, or not our first field, but our field that we want to get these red beets out of. Well, if they're done with that contract, we'll go ahead and turn it in, collect that. And we also, while we're messing about, look at our mulchers. And I do believe we're going to buy this Bednar, but we got to wait for this other contract to finish. We'll grab this little jewel right here, and we'll maybe even get a trash van to put on it, just to make it look more stylish. Because it don't do a thing. So we'll go ahead and set up the steer assist on this. I think I'm gonna go with just no, we'll go with 2. Cut out some of the unnecessary up and down. We'll do that. And we'll get this thing to ripping. Don't have anything against red beets. Now, yeah, okay, yes, they are planted. We could keep them, but we want to grow some spinach. Growed enough red beets in Sri Lanka back on 22. Get this knocked out, and that'll get us a little further down the road. I'd like to get the money up and try to buy the oil mill, because we do have the canola fields. Start producing some canola oil. I'd like to be able to get that field right next door right there, and possibly like plant some peas or just whatever the new crop there is, just to do something different. We got the rice that's growing up at the top of the hill there, and I think we've probably got just a few months before it'll be ready again. I really like doing the rice. The rice harvester, that thing's so much fun to drive. Look how thick this fog is. You can't even see the field. Goodness. It's only 4:30. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, I had the time slowed way down. I was doing that so that I could bust out some of those contracts. I need to speed it back up. I think I'm going to leave it slow for right at the moment until I can get done with this, and then we'll go on to the next day after we get this cultivated and plowed. You can't see nothing. It's crazy. See if we can get us some nice scenic views here. Because that's about all we're going to be able to see. Where'd the tractor go? You zoom out, man. The tractor's almost invisible. That's crazy. I have to keep a bird's eye view on this thing just to be able to see what we're doing. We got this. It's not a super huge field, but it'll be a little extra something. Give us a little more money, a little something else to do, a little more variety. Whoa, how the heck did it lock onto that way back there? It literally locked onto a line that was behind me. That was weird. And you can barely tell the difference in these textures. Yeah, I'd kind of like to get the power harrow. There's one in the that's like 8 meters. Just a pretty nice width to it. It's also a little something different. I mean, most everybody gets just a regular cultivator because you got a larger width with those. But with that power harrow having 8 meters, it's a little wider than a lot of the cultivators. Like the regular cultivator, like the shallow cultivator, not the subsoilers. This is a subsoiler, which with this one, I mean, it'll remove the plow state also. So this field will be basically back to zero once we get through doing this. Might throw a little lime on it just to make sure it's current, I guess you could say. Oh, but it sure is taking a long time hoeing that field. Maybe he don't like hoeing. It's starting to go back up. They got the hoeing contracts and the weeding contracts. The hoes are a lot faster than the weeders. So if you get one of those and you don't want to take forever because you feel like it's going to take a long time, the weeders are usually, or not the weeders, but the hoes are usually pretty quick on those contracts. Unless you hire a slow driver. If you do them yourself, you can go pretty quick. Yeah, he's riding the clock. That's what he's doing. Trying to get as much money out of me as he can. The old bum. Cows, chickens, and buffaloes. You got the trifecta, my man. Well, hopefully real soon we'll get past peak at work and I won't have to be putting in quite so many hours, and I'll be able to get back to doing some more stuff content wise. I really want to go ahead and finish up that episode 3 or the Let's Play. I have the majority of it recorded. There's only just a little bit that I need to get done on that one as far as the recording side, and honestly that won't take too terribly long. And once I get that done, I can finish editing it. I do have most of it edited already also, so it should come out this weekend. It should, unless something crazy happens, it should come out. I don't think we need to run that all the way down. just barely make out the difference in the textures for some of these. It's just a slight difference. Oh, didn't lock in. You'll be waiting for it. Good deal. If I can, I'll do it like I did the last two and try to have them out by noon on Sunday. That's usually the goal, is to have them out on Sunday. I was really hoping that this week was going to go a little smoother than it did. I had one day whenever I came in where I actually had time to do something, and I took that time to edit what I could on that video. But other than that, I mean, I've come in the door, got my shower, and gone to bed, because that's all the time I had. Wake up, turn around, walk right back out the door. It's been fun. I think maybe I should go for this other side first. There's fewer rows this way. So knock these out over here first, and then we'll get the other side, because there's more rows on the other side. You really can't see squat diddly. Yeah, I really do like the fog in the game. See now, Nathaniel, if you're going to take time off, you got to find better places to go than the hospital. I mean, I thought my story was pretty pathetic by just going to bed. You went to the hospital, man. Why you want to go and do a thing like that? I promise, I can definitely think of better things to do with my time. Well, I hope you're okay. If you're on here farming, I would guess that you must be doing okay. So that's good news. Turn so fast. It just... I don't guess so. I thought we might have just cultivated that road, but apparently we didn't from the looks of that. Okay, cool. The fog is kind of messing me up a little. It's kind of hard to see. Got me a nice glass of milk right here. I tell you, milk is wonderful. Ah, okay. I'm sorry to hear about your grandpa, but I'm glad you got him up, got him going, get him taken care of. I know some folks with some blood pressure issues. It can be frustrating to get them to try to take care of themselves. We all get set in our ways. We don't want to change up anything, even if we know what's better for us. We still want to eat our donuts. Hey, I can relate. We still want to do all of our bad habits. We want to drink our beer. We want to smoke our cigarettes. We want to eat all our junk food. Oatmeal cookies. That's right. Oatmeal cookies too. JH, it's like you know my weakness. Especially the frosted oatmeal cookies. Boy, oh boy. Oh yeah, now you're talking my language. Probably should have done it this way to start with, instead of just doing the up downs. I have a few left. Hey guys, those of you that are in the vertical or the short speed, if you'd like to see all this in full screen, that link that I have pinned on there, that'll actually take you over to the full screen so that you can see it in all its, widescreen glory. If you don't want to watch it on the short speed, but if you like the short speed, awesome. You just stick around right there and you can watch it in the short speed. And for you guys that are in the regular feed, the full screen view, the link I have pinned in there goes to the Discord. So if you'd like to join the Discord, you can do that also. Just a heads up, that you guys know. I mean, those links are just kind of there and they don't really tell you what they are. I keep saying that I need to make sure that I put those up there, and I forget every stream. Not this time. I actually remember this time. That's that magnesium kicking in, JH. That's what that is. Keep telling Jimmy, you gotta start taking some magnesium, Jimmy. I know very few people that you can talk to, and while you're in the middle of a sentence, explaining or giving an answer to a question they asked you, they just forget what the question was altogether. He doesn't have like Alzheimer's or anything. He just doesn't pay you any attention. Single serving pack. The fudge rounds. Man, fudge rounds are good too. Fudge rounds are awesome. And the zebra cakes. Or the Nutty Buddies. I mean, take the oatmeal cream pies. Oh. I don't buy any of those. I stay away from all that stuff. I like it too much. I'll sit down. I eat more than just one. Not helping my diet. The cosmic brownies and a glass of milk. Man, I tell you what, you guys. I sure hope Robin's gonna fix that vegetable soup. Oh man, some blondies, some fresh baked blondie brownies. Oh my goodness, what are you talking about? Oh, I hurt myself so bad on those. Give me some blondie brownies with a bowl of ice cream. Man, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The blondies or a pan of brownies. It's so good. The corners are the best. That's my favorite part of the whole thing. If you come in and all the corners are missing, you know that I came by the brownies. I don't know, it's just the way that you get kind of that little crust there and it's a little chewy. Man, it's so good. Well, it's gonna look like if I turn on some lights. Doesn't make a difference. I know why you're laughing, Robin. Banana pudding? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. With the Nilla wafers. So are you a with or without Nilla wafers kind of person? And do you like the little slices of banana in there? You can sign me up for all of it. It's pudding. It's kind of hard to mess up. Nilla wafers, you say? Oh, look, he finally finished up. Good deal. We'll go ahead and collect that contract. Collect that. Let's check real quick and see if there's anything that's pretty good price on here that we can have somebody else do. That's a weeding contract. It shouldn't take too long. That's a pretty big weeder. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna hold off on the transports. Yeah, let's borrow that. We'll go set them up real quick. They shouldn't take too awful long. And we're nearly done here. We could always take over if we need to, just to finish it up as quick as possible and get us on into the next day. And that gives us mulcher money, which is good because we really needed the mulcher. Field 45. I do believe that's over here, right next door to the other farm that we'd like to purchase. That kind of gave us one on each side of the map. And there's some nice little fields over here too. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, let me do my YouTube thing. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're enjoying the content, give us a subscribe. This past week, last Saturday, we hit our 500 for our subscribers. This week, we had 99 subscriptions. We were just one away the last time I looked from being at 600. Just one. In a week's time, we grew 100 subs. That's pretty awesome. I believe that's field 45, right over there on the right. Currently $5.99. There you go. See, if I could have got that other video out, we could have broke 500 this week. But that other farm, you can see it right up the hill right there. Now, these some hilly fields, so they'll be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, we'll definitely cross that. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we were able to cross it tonight, to tell you the truth. There's somebody out there who wants to be number 600. Yeah, somebody, I mean, they may do it during the stream, they may not. You never know. Subs they're just kind of weird, the way that you never know when they're going to come. don't tend to really pander that hard for that stuff. Maybe I should, but I don't feel like I have enough time to dedicate to the subscribers the way that I should be able to. So the people that do subscribe are people that are enjoying the content, and you know, they're I think they're probably pretty familiar with my slow schedule. See that last little bit right there now. Get this finished up and then we'll grab our planter. You know, probably should have just grabbed the planter to begin with and just been kind of doubling up on what I was doing. Oh well. Oh well. Just about got it knocked out right here. Get that little right in there. And then one little spot right back here. Somewhere in here. That should have it. Now let's make sure. Yep, we got the whole thing. Any weeds growing? Should not be. That's awesome. Don't need to roll it. Don't need to mulch because there's nothing there. We should be back to ground zero. So we should be able to put a fertilizer state on this field by fertilizing the field. We should be able to lime the field, but it doesn't need to be limed, so we don't really have to worry about that. So we can skip the liming. So we're going to get pulled back in here. I'm ready to upgrade that harvester. Man, I really like that old Massey. It's a really cool harvester. Excuse me. But I really want to upgrade it. Not anything fancy, just want to upgrade it. Matter of fact, I just want to go up like one level on it. The Massey that's we'll keep the weight. That Massey that's just a little more modern. I'd really like to get that one. As somebody had pointed out in one of the comments before, that particular harvester actually levels with the ground. So whenever you're going along and the ground's not level, it keeps your cab horizontal, but the header itself will actually stay parallel to the ground, which is pretty awesome. Spinach. See, I don't think we have any seeds other than what's in here. Maybe enough to plant this field, but I'm not sure. Just take a quick peek back in here. I think this is all lime. I think it's a pressure washer too. That's herbicide. I don't think we have any seeds stowed away anywhere. So we may end up having to go get some seeds, but as for right now, oh, you know what? We don't need this big old thing to do this with. It's a bit of an overkill. Let's pull this down here out of the way. Let's get our little John Deere, because that's all we really need. This little jewel right here. Little emerald. She's a beaut. Oh, you know what? We wanted to put that fertilizer stake down. What was I thinking? I'm about to skip that. I'm sitting there talking about it. I'm about to skip it. I'm pretty sure I have some fertilizer in the spreader right here. Don't think that's lime. That's fertilizer. Good deal. Let's get this big boy back out real quick. And let's go throw a fertilizer stake down. Yep. There we go. And we'll give the weight back to Emerald when we get back. You know, this morning when I was knocking out a bunch of those contracts, I talked to Walter and Ben for the very first time. The game has been out for an entire month, and I have not spoken to either one of them. I actually got a contract from Walter. He had me. I think it was this field he had me do. No, it was 49. Field 49. That's that little field right in front of us there, where you can see it's green. But had to go over there and fertilize that for him, and he had me use, I think, the smallest tractor with the smallest fertilizer spreader, which surprisingly, excuse me, sorry about that, it has a pretty decent spread on it, and I was able to fertilize that entire field with just one fill up. So I still had plenty of fertilizer left over whenever it was done. Well, I didn't really expect it to go that far. I kind of figured, you know, it seems like you just go through your fertilizer so doggone fast. Just kind of figured that thing, I was going to be over there forever. I was like, oh, geez, Walter, you got me. You got me good. But it really wasn't that bad. It went pretty quick. I was surprised. That's what you get for putting out top-notch content. I appreciate that, Nathan. Or Nathan. Man, why do I do that? Why do I pronounce names so poorly? It's got to be an age thing. That's very kind of you to say, sir. I appreciate that. And if you want to know the truth, I like watching my content better than I do other content. That sounds terrible, I know. I actually watch my own content a good bit. I critique it. That's mostly what I'm doing, is I'm critiquing it. You really get tired of watching yourself. Just about anything. Well, that's good to know. I don't want to upset anybody by mispronouncing their name, especially whenever I can do it so quick and easy, I tell you. We got some nice fertilizer state on there. That's what I thought. We missed a strip. But we got some nice fertilizer state on there so we can get that planted. It's an odd shaped field. It's a little tricky. You can kind of see the coloration down there. You can barely tell it, but you can tell a little bit. And that gets that. Woo, that little car was not going to let up, was he? I think we can just do like this right here and knock this little corner out. And that should get that. And that gives us a fertilizer state on that whole field. Now these light blue ones, that's because those need to be rolled. They are fertilized. These are the fields that we own. These, we got to get the stones out of. How long till I get to 1,000 subscribers? That's a really good question. Honestly, I feel like we probably could have made it to 1,000 already. If I was able to work on the content a little more, because every time we release something, it seems like we pick up quite a few subscribers, and a lot of them come back. You know, a lot of them come back to watch the other content. So I really feel like if we were able to, you know, like I said, get more of that stuff out a little quicker, we would probably there already. But seeing as I don't know, I'd say I probably average around on the videos that I do that I'm actually trying to kind of grow the channel, like the collectibles videos. Those were just kind of just something to put out there. It really wasn't really channel focused. It was just something that, like I said, to put out there. But the stuff that's more channel focused, for like the Let's Play kind of stuff, that kind of stuff usually gets around, 100, 150 subscribers. That's what it's been doing so far. And so, I mean, you figure if, oh my goodness, if we're at 600 now, and we've 4 more videos, it's taking me roughly a week at a time to be able to get a video out. So maybe a month, if I'm being real about it. That's if people continue to enjoy the content. If they don't, it could take longer. Yeah, I think 3 is probably good, but we gotta go get some fertilizer. Crap. I thought it had fertilizer in it. We want to be able to put that second fertilizer state down so we don't have to come back and re-fertilize. We need some big old fan we can put up over here and blow all that fog away. But, you know, and realistically, as far as like when we will hit it, JH, honestly, man, I mean, it could be never, you know. I mean, it could be never pick up another subscriber ever again. You know, you never know. Some people they enjoy the farm content, and they can watch this stuff 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of their life, and never want to watch anything else. Some people watch it for 5 minutes and they're like, or not even 5 minutes, and they're like, all right, I'm good for a lifetime now. You know, they never want to watch it again. So, you know, people can be kind of, you know, finicky. Oh, I'm not negative about it. I'm not negative about it, I promise. I mean, as far as growing it, I mean, I do things because I do want it to grow. But I don't, it's not really like my sole focus, I guess you could say. We'll go ahead and get us a bag of seeds and fertilizer. I would, you know, very much like for it to grow. You know, I enjoy doing it. That's why I do it. I think it's fun. I would be up here doing this whether anybody showed up or not. It wouldn't matter. I mean, if somebody finds your channel and they're like, man, nobody watches this, I guess maybe that'd be a little embarrassing. But I'm not really concerned about that either. I think we do pretty decent as far as the channel goes. If you want to go and look at, some of the other guys like Virtual Farmer or Farmer Klein, some of the like the brand names that are out there that people know. You look at their live streams or their videos and look at the views that they have on their stuff, and you can look at the views I have on my stuff, and they're comparable. I mean, for the size of my channel, they're definitely comparable. I mean, I feel like I knock it out of the park. I mean, it's not for everybody. I mean, some people will see it and think, man, this shit's boring as fuck. But there's other people that'll see it, and they're like, man, this is awesome. But I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. People are different, Personally, I love farm sim content. I can sit there and watch it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and never get tired of it. All it does is make me want to play it even more. That's just how it goes. But as far as, as far as like how we've been performing, where am I going? I'm going right by the damn field, taking it back to put up. But yeah, as far as how we're performing, I mean, we're comparable, man. We're having pretty good growth. Yeah, no, I think 22 was a massive hit for Farm Sim. It really, really grew the channel. I mean, it's what got me in. I was like, this is a cool ass game, man. You look at all the different. I mean, like you can look at this little planter right here. There's nothing special about it, but you got all the different little moving parts. The lid flops open so you can put your seeds in there. You can do it the easy way, just pulling up to to a seed bag, or you can actually do it manually. It's up to you. You got to have something to pick up the bag and pour it in. Yeah, I know that stuff doesn't sound like appealing to some people. It's like, that shit sounds like work. But it's just something about it. It's just fun to do, right? I don't know what it is that makes it so daggum fun, but it is. I mean, for the longest time, I can remember seeing this on the shelves like at Walmart, and don't bind up. And when I'd see it, I was just like, man, who the hell is playing this game? It just, just did not appeal to me whatsoever. But I didn't give it a chance, though. I never really looked into all the things that you can do with it. And then once 22 came out, the models looked a little better. There's a little more detail in what was going on. And it got my attention because I'm a little bit of a graphics whore. I like my games to look pretty, which is why I play on PC now. Yeah, some of my co-workers actually watch the stream. I think they've learned just how relaxing the game can be. They don't play it, but they do watch the stream, which is pretty awesome. I think it's cool that they come around to support us. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, with 22, I started noticing those little details. Visually, it looked nice, and I was like, that's kind of cool. And I'd see somebody do something else, and I said, well, that's kind of cool. Just kind of wanted to try it myself, and that was a mistake because I quit playing everything else. You know, I like playing Call of Duty and Destiny, and just pick a first-person shooter. I was there. And that's all right. Not everybody gets it. And it's definitely not a for everybody kind of thing. Some people they like being stressed out when they play their games. It's just like when it comes to say like a racing game. Racing is fun. I love racing games, but they can be just as stressful as shooters. You start driving around and you get in that real heavy competition, and it's some jackwhack. I tell you what comes up behind you and just spins you out. It's like, oh yeah, it's revenge time now. You do everything you can, breaking your neck trying to catch up to them, and they just always just that little bit right out of reach. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong. But it's also nice to just be able to kind of chill. I mean, that's what I like doing when I'm at the house the most, is just chilling. Just to kick back and watch a movie, or kick back and do a little farm sim. Just chill. I think that's one of the biggest differences in the farm sim community compared to some of the other communities, is that the people in the farm sim community are, a little more laid back. They just kind of like to chill. Yeah, see what I mean? Known for throwing a controller, for playing Forza. You come through one of those S curves that has a drop in it, and all of a sudden your ass end spins out on you, and you just lose control, and that one guy that you've been holding off the whole time, all of a sudden he just gets to slip right by you because of some stupid mistake you made. Yeah, that'll make you throw a controller. I used to be really good at racing games. I'm not nearly as good as I used to be, which is honestly disappointing. I don't play them as much as I used to either, though. For the rewind button. Man, I tell you what, the poor tongue on this planter, or this seeder, it's got to be about as warped up as anything, as much as I bind it. Sure doesn't take many seeds, does it? We should probably just leave this with the worker and go do. He's really running through that fertilizer, isn't he? And go do like a logging contract. Transport contract, make some extra money. Guess we're gonna have to end up leasing a spinach harvester. Yeah, we don't have the money for that at all. I think we'll get the headlands knocked out first so that they don't have the headlands to do. AI can be real slow on the headlands for some reason. And I can miss all kinds of spots myself. Plus, that'll help us get a little bit more done. Gotta get it done, son. Yeah, we just got this one lap left, and I think we'll give this over to the helpers. Let them finish this up in the fog. We get out of this fog. Man, it is foggy. While they knock this out, we can go get a log transport and get that done. And then when we get back, we'll be able to go on into the next month because it's going to get dark real soon. Oh, crap. We need to roll it. I got all these fields that need to be rolled, and I'm not rolling anything. I think we got a roller. Oh, man. I keep forgetting about a roller. I had this mod called Seedbed Reconsolidation on 22. And basically what it did is it made it to where you didn't have to roll. So I forget about rolling so much now because I had that for almost the entire time 22 was out. So I'm so used to not rolling. Oh, I'll get a max yield off a field one day. Whenever I can remember to do the steps. It's like I forget to mulch and then I forget to roll. Which now, as far as mulching goes, I pretty much always mulch my fields. That's a pretty steep little hill. RX drift racing? I have not. The last racing game that I played was actually that Forza 5, I think. Whatever that newest Forza is. It came out. It's been several months now, and I hadn't played one before since. Let's see. From that one, I think Horizon. And from Horizon, it goes way back. One point in time, I was real big into Gran Turismo. That was definitely like my go-to as far as racing. I wouldn't say so much now. I thought about getting into the iRacing, that sort of thing. That gets all three headlands there. So we'll get it back over her. Let you get that worked out. Do we like cheap? Sets them up. All right, let's see if we can get us a transport contract. We'll load us some logs. Oh, looky there, looky there. It's over by the temple too. Borrow that for $400. Yeah, we'll definitely borrow that. And now we gotta get back over here to the shop. Oh look, there's a bag of fertilizer and some seeds. Oh wow, really? That's pretty awesome. You know, they adjusted the mirrors in the game with the last update. They said that they zoomed them out. I kind of liked how they were, where it was a little more zoomed in. They don't look bad now, but yeah, I'm staring at my mirrors in case you guys are wondering why I'm driving all wobbly. I'm just not really watching where I'm going. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, the temple's this away, isn't it? Yeah, temple's down here. Yeah, we gotta turn at this gas station. Where's the turn at? Oh, there it is. You can see the overpass right there. Nobody's coming through the fog. I hope not. We get to hear some toady frogs when we get up here. Hey, yeah, definitely got to move on into the next month. You can barely see anything. This fog is so thick. We'll get up here and turn around. Come back down to these logs. This should be a good spot to turn around. Hey, there we go. See how well we can get this done. Here we go. The most exciting part of Farm Sim, loading logs. I know a lot of people don't like loading logs, but I don't know, I just enjoy it. Before anybody goes, that's because you're good at it. I sucked at it when I started. Doesn't want to go down in there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh! See, everybody makes mistakes. Plus, I got a secret weapon. I gotta use the farm stick. I don't want to grab all those. There we go. And if you've never used the farm stick, it's a little different when you first start to use it. Yeah, that's right. It's coming out on the Xbox too. That's right. I had forgotten all about that. Any kind of palette work or anything that you're doing, it just seems to make it all a lot easier. I was hoping I could get it to wedge in there. The logs seem to be loading a little different since they did the update too. It's a little trickier to get my bed. I like to put them in there 4 wide. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we'll fit them all on here either way. Either way, we'll make them go. Best grab, but it'll do. I like loading this rear trailer first. I was loading the truck first, but you can fit most of it on this rear trailer, which is nice. Most of this on this rear trailer, and then you don't really have to, kind of fight with the front trailer so much to get it all loaded up. So should be able to get the rest of this, I think, on the tractor. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I did not. Oh. That's way more than you want to grab in your grab. Come on. There you go. Yep, and that's why you don't want to grab all that in the grapple. It just drops out and makes a mess. Straighten it out, alright? Smash it down. Come on. Smash it down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's better. Why these are so in a mess, I don't know. Jiggle the controls a little. Feels like you're actually operating a daggum loader. Let's see if we can get all 3 of these. I want these 3. What's these 3 not pick up? So it doesn't want to do it when you want it to do it. It worked out though. It worked out. Spin these around. Anybody ever wonders why I spin them around like that whenever that one end is sagging? That's the long end. So it gives me more room to play around at the header up there, or the headache rack. That's why I do that. if I grab this log right here, that heavy end, well, it's almost balanced, but you can see I got a short end. If I keep that short end up towards the headache rack, it makes it a little easier as far as placement goes, because I can let the back sit down and just drag, and then I can ease it back up to the headache rack and drop it in place. That's all I'm doing. Now sometimes I do it a little backwards from that. I'll put the longer end the other way, and that's just because one side of these logs is wider or fatter than the other. Yeah, what they call a top and a bottom. Whenever you're logging, you have tops and bottoms. The tops are obviously the tops of the trees. The bottoms are down towards the root. And because it's wider and on some parts and narrower in others, I'll rotate them like this so that they'll fit more level, and I can actually get them to fit like 4 wide inside instead of just having them 3 wide. That way I can get more on here. There we go. And that's why I do that. Where are we taking this? Are we taking this to the sawmill or carpenter? Oh, it is going to the sawmill. Okay, good deal. The contracts I ran earlier, before the stream, they were all going to the carpenter. I get so used to going to the sawmill because it seems like all these contracts go to the sawmill. Grapes or olives? Olives, well, neither one of them are really that great as far as what they produce. You don't get a real big yield off of them, and they're an awful lot of work. Grapes and olives both. But it is something different and can be fun because of that. I've got some older streams where I've done some, grapes and stuff. I don't know if I've done any olives in the streams or not. I mean, they pretty much work the same way. You just don't have to prune them. The oxbow. Woo. Yeah, you might have fun doing it. I mean, they're different. The oxbow harvester that you can get. Let's see. Let's see if we can find it real quick. There's the grape harvesters. Oh, they don't have the. What? I hadn't even looked at these. Okay, so this is, unless this Grigori is the same. This switches between grapes and olives. Okay. So, as far as these harvesters go, I can tell you, I mean, this New Holland, this one was in 22, and so was this one. This is not terrible. I mean, this 3,000 liter and 2,200 liter capacity seems awfully small, but you'd be surprised. It's when it comes to grapes and olives, it's actually a lot more than you'd think. Let's see, this one, is it just olives? That was grapes, just grapes. But this one here, honestly, like if you like doing first person stuff like that, this one is your best one because you're centered up on the row. And you'll find out real quick that if you're going to do olives, you want to be centered up on the row. I could have swore Well, let's see, where's the yield improvement? I could have swore they put the oxbow back in this. Sprayers. Let's see, these aren't the same kind of sprayers. Now you got me curious. In 22, in one of the DLCs, they had an oxbow harvester, and that harvester could be reconfigured to do your spraying as well as harvesting. It was pretty universal. It was a really great piece of equipment, and I'm not seeing that, and I'm not seeing where we can search by like brands and stuff anymore. There we go. Freaking idiot. Oxbow. It's not in the game. Okay. Well, so much for that. But if you're going to get a harvester, as far as grapes or olives go, that one that I showed you, this one, the Grigori, that's going to be your best bet. Hands down, that's going to be your best one. Even if you only get the 3,000 liter capacity, I mean, 3,000 liters is going to be probably plenty for most of what you do. You may have to unload a few times, but you're not going to get super high yields off of grapes or olives. But you're going to have lots of work. So we can get this up here so we can get on to the next day. That'll be good. And I think our spinach should probably be planted. More than likely. I'm pretty sure our worker is done. It probably popped up on the top of the screen and I didn't even see it. If you decide to do poplar, Gaming Joy, Josh, he has a baler that you can use. It's already on 25. This is actually, I think it came out like the first week, and it's for doing poplar. And I want to say you can do cotton with it too. But you can set it up to have a like just slightly wider header width than the base game, or you can actually make the header width like, I don't know, like 20 meters wide or some craziness like that. If you like the unrealistic headers. You can also do like custom colors and that sort of thing on it too, instead of just having just the base game one. I guess that all knocked out. I may actually have it installed, honestly. Oh, good deal. Got those both done. That's an extra 17 grand right there. Collect. Thank you. Let's see if I got it. I can't remember what brand it is, but it is a baler. It's a round baler. See, it's just like this one, the Anderson Bio Baler. It's just like this, but you can find it in the mod hub. It'll be black instead of the yellow, but you can customize the color, any color you want to on it. And then as far as the header, you can't see it change size, but as far as the actual pickup width, you can increase its pickup width. So you can start off using it base game, and then when you get going into your poplar and you go, man, poplar is terrible, you know, and you can make it wider and pick it up a lot faster. Save yourself some time. But poplar is a really good money crop. It's a really good money crop. Wood chips in general are really good. Let's see, let's get back over to our farm. we'll go ahead and end this day. Oh, I say we are. You know, we gotta get little Emmy back to the house. And you didn't run out. That's awesome. Let's make sure you finish this job. I feel like you might have cheated me somewhere here, pal. Oh, it's all growing. And spinach is that weird. Yep. How about that? Cool. So we got canola in these 2 fields. We got rice in these 3 fields, grass in this one, and spinach in that one. Well, we've already got 62,000. We need to purchase a mulcher and a roller. Oh, geez. It doesn't say that it needs to. It's got weeds growing here and there. It doesn't say it needs to be rolled. I guess, do you not have to roll spinach? Interesting. Interesting. But we do have weeds. We can get the weeds out. That's not a problem. As a matter of fact, I think the weeder that we have will get medium weeds also. So even if we let it go into the next month, we'll still be okay. We'll get this cedar back, get it dropped. We still got to load up all those daggum mushrooms. And that rosal, all that stuff sold. There's our weeder right there. I think it's huge. I think this one does small and medium weeds. I think. If it does, we can go on to the next day. If it doesn't, we need to go ahead and weed it. Which one was the Pottinger Roto Care? We need to go in this menu. And where are the weeders? There we go. That's the Pottinger Roto Care. Small and medium. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I think this is the only weeder that does small and medium. Yep, that's the only one. So the Pottinger is the only one that will do small and medium. So you get a little more flexibility with this one than you do some of the others. Oh, Emmy, she's squatting back there. We'll let's pull into the driveway right here. Go on to the next day. Oh, look at her walking that wheelie. That was not planned. I need to put that weight on there. Actually, probably need to grab the white, something with a little more horsepower. That's probably the thing to do. Oop, I thought I had that lined up just right. The white. Oh, we've got a partner in the driveway, don't we? So I'm going to set this up to roll. Now, I said we need to go on to the next day. I'm trying to rush it on to the next day. I need to just go ahead and take care of business. This down there in the field, have it rolling. seen you coming. I know it doesn't say it needs to be rolled. I guarantee you it's going to have to be rolled. Unless spinach doesn't have to be rolled, which would be something new. I'm about to find out. If we roll it and our crop suddenly doesn't grow, we'll know that rolling is a bad idea. Drop it down. Okay. Now let's go take a peek see back here. So this is currently 75. Is it fertilized or second state? Okay. That's 75%, and this up here is 75%. It doesn't appear to be doing anything. It's not killing it. That's good. These textures do look pretty nice, don't they? We're just going to hire somebody and let them take care of that while we go grab the white. Should be parked in the driveway. And we'll grab that weeder and we'll come back down and we'll go behind the other tractor with the weeder. Weeder. Feels like a tongue twister. Weeder. Alright. I think this will be a more appropriate tractor for that weeder. It's even got a weight on the front already. Don't balance it out. Just got the narrows on here. I had to change them out. I had to be able to fertilize the rice. So now it looks a little trim. Looks a little funny. Tires aren't quite so bulky, but it still has a pretty big tire, even for a narrow tire. Buddy. Man, I tell you, that thing looks like it'd do some damage if it ran you over. Poke you all kinds of full of holes. Yeah, Nathaniel, I think you might enjoy doing the grapes. Like you said, something different. Ooh, dog, look at that thing go. 15 miles an hour. This is why the hose work better than the weeders. Excuse me, sir, coming through. You just get so much more done so much faster. Because this field is such an odd shape, I think we're just going to do it like this. I'm not going to pay much attention to the headlands themselves. Blocking me out, huh? Yeah, I would. I would definitely give him a shot. You never know, man. I mean, you might decide to do those grapes and think that they're, like the funnest crop in the game. whole different strokes for different folks kind of thing. Oh, it's gonna be close. Ah, might have bent the tip back there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go on, get out of here. Come on, man, get out of here. Go. Now we're gonna lay it to the floor. Guess I can get that little corner right there too now. Now that he's out of the way. I'll just keep going with this first. Finish getting this all knocked out, because if I go back I'll lose where I was. Because it's all dirt, it's hard to tell. Yeah, for those of you that are watching that did not know, if you have weeds growing, you can actually weed after you've planted, even though you can't see anything growing. Your weeds are in their first growth stage, and this will go ahead and get them knocked out for you, even though you can't see them. So we'll get these things knocked out. Oh no, you didn't. Look at you. I feel like you're tormenting me, sir. Got too many tractors on this field. Okay, are you curving? Are you steering towards me now? I just want to get by. Quit blocking me. Gonna drag over the top of you? Yeah, it'll drag over. Good. Jeez. This guy just thinks the whole field belongs to him. Gotta get out of this fog, man. Good grief. I feel like this field was a terrible purchase just because of the fog. As much as I like the fog, I like to see the field too. Oh. Come back. Drop it down. There we go. They got that corner. Good deal. Now, hopefully this bully isn't down here messing with me again. Now there's just one little, there's this little strip, this strip or that strip. I think it's this strip. I think it's that little strip. Have to look, see. It shows us weed free. Shows it's weed free. Could have swore I missed that little swath right there. Just as a preventative, we're going to go ahead and hit it. And then there's a little stretch still on the other side over here. Right up here somewhere. Right there. This should, I think, cover this whole field now. Just as soon as he's done rolling. Yeah, okay, we already did that, bro, didn't we? Jeez Louise. You can't tell nothing in the fog. You can't tell where I've been and where I hadn't been. Alright, so that gets the weeding done. That's good. And we'll bring this back up. We'll put it where it belongs. We'll hop on that roller and make sure we got that all rolled up. Only got about 10 more minutes to go, so we gotta get it in high gear. Try to get this wrapped up as quick as we can. I don't think we're gonna get to load our mushrooms. It's probably gonna have to be a next Saturday. Park it over here by the fence. Kind of need a barn, don't we? Got most of the equipment that we need really at this point to operate the farm pretty efficiently. Let's see, has he rolled? Where's the needs rolling? Needs rolling. There we go. Looks like he's got the whole thing. I mean, he's still going, but it looks rolled. So, yeah, he's going back on the headland right there. He's already, pretty sure the headland's already been done. So, I'm gonna let you take yourself a break there, pal. And get this folded up. Oh, look at that. You can see it dragging through the field. Man, yeah, it's tearing up my seed bed. Look at that. Oh, jeez Louise. I didn't see a sign there. Did you see a sign there? Somebody else must have ran that sign over. Bring this back up top. Yeah, this Massey is awesome. This is the 9S, 425 horsepower. It can be figured with the narrows, duals. I don't have it configured that way because this one's just a lease. And once you lease it, you can't change it. So we just went with a standard tire. Kind of hard to go wrong with a standard tire. It fits most occasions. We'll drop our weight over here so Emmy can have it back. Park this back up front. So we have it. It doesn't need lime. It's been fertilized and planted. It's been weeded. We've got a couple of contracts knocked out. It's been a fairly productive stream. I mean, bought us a new field. Pretty much spent all our money and we're back up to 62,000. So things are going pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Our canola, it should be ready, I think, in August. See, it needs rolling. All these crops need to be rolled. We didn't have a roller when we planted these. We didn't have a roller. But we've got one now. Get this little canola over here. We need to, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and buy our mulcher. Before we get going, let's go ahead and buy our mulcher. Because if we don't, a dumbass will forget. With a trash fan. Why? Just because it looks cool. Because it doesn't do a thing. 36,000 sold. We want it. I mean, you could always go with something like this, but I think this right here is probably about as good as it gets, to be honest with you. These up here, these are all just too small. This only requires 210 horsepower. So if you have the white tractor, which most everybody has the white tractor when they start because it starts you with it, that thing has 225 horsepower, which is more than enough to pull that. Might as well go ahead and go with 7 meters. I mean, that's only 5.6, and it's a lot easier to pull than this one. This one can be kind of a pain, but that gets all that. All right, so I think that pretty much wraps up everything that we need to do. Of course, our crops are looking really good. I would like to get the money to buy this spinach field over here, but it takes part of the mountain and adds to the property. It's not just this field. Maybe they got some big weed problems. Big weed problems. Let's see, the field area is 1.9 acres. The land area is 10 acres. So I just want the field. There we go, farmlands. See, it takes all this land back here, which is nice, but it's $265,000. If we had all this back here, we could probably consider getting the sawmill. Let's see. So there's a bunch of pines up here, it looks like. So that would be nice. You know, I mean, pines are definitely a lot easier to work with than the hardwoods. But, I mean, as much of a pain in the ass as the hardwoods are, they do give you a whole lot more wood. You know, you eat a lot more liters from hardwood than you do from pines. See this little gazebo right here? This right up the hill from your farm. Got your farm right down there. You can run around past your silo and come up the hillside over there and come up to this little gazebo. And if you do come up to this little gazebo and you walk up here and you look right next to this column, right there on the ground, you'll find a crop orb. And you'll have this beautiful scenic view looking out over the top of your farm. You can see my little flooded fields down there. You can see my little rice greenhouse, my rice saplings greenhouse. So yeah, if we did buy this, I mean, you cut some of these trees out and get a nice view. You can see all the way to the ocean out there. I say we can. Let's get up here and see. Yeah, you can see all the way out to the ocean over there. Have you a nice view. So a nice hardwood tree. And if you wanted to, you could come up here and go cliff diving. Right up into the field. But that's that spinach field. I'd like to get that spinach field, and it's going to take up a lot of this back here behind us. Little rice fields. They don't produce a whole lot. You really want to get it to 100% on your rice fields, because if you get your rice fields to 100%, you'll get a lot better benefit. There's some crops you get away with not getting them to 100%, but I feel like the rice, if you don't have it at 100%, you really just don't get it. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good view. You can see the other fields over there. It's all just coated in fog. The old fog field. I think I'm farming fog. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm just farming fog. I know I've been sniffling a lot throughout this stream. I apologize. My nose is just bugging me. But yeah, I think probably just going to end it right here on this beautiful scenic view. Old Desert Ox looking out over his rice fields. But if you've enjoyed the stream, you know, come back next Saturday and join us. We get started at 8 o'clock. Normally we are on Sundays, and more than likely until the end of the year, it's just going to be Saturday. If things change, we'll go back to Sunday. Sunday is a better day for me. It definitely gives me more time to be able to do the things that I need to do. And if you haven't already, make sure you punch that like button. You know, maybe give us a subscribe. Did we get a subscriber this stream? Did we get pushed over the 500 mark, or no, the 600 mark? Did we make 100 in 1 week? Because that would have been awesome. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe like right now. Push us over that mark. Get us to 600. We've already had 99 this week. You could be 100. I mean, that's a pretty special number, don't you think? Get a nice even number. All right, anyhow, enough pandering. So you guys, I hope you have a good weekend. We'll see you next week. I should have a video dropping, should be dropping tomorrow around noon. And until then, you know, we'll see you next week.